So welcome to Expose and Growth. So this is a series of the video where I will be talking about a lot of lead generation tools. We'll be decoding the tools, how to use it, when to use it, what are the things that needs to be keep in mind so that we can get the best out of the tools. And also we can use the tools for any kind of lead that needs to be generated. Okay. So make sure to watch this video till last. Also in this quick short video, of course, it's not going to be short. So in this quick short video, I'm going to take you and give a tour of the whole tool. And also I will be preparing a Google Doc where all the things needs to be keep in mind while you are using the tool. Okay. So without any delay, I'm going to share my screen and I hope it is visible to you. So the first tool, of course, that we are going to talk about will be the favorite of all, that will be LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Okay. So we'll be talking about LinkedIn Sales Navigator, how to use it, when to use it, what are the things that needs to be keep in mind, and what are the complications around it, how to use it and how not to use it. Okay. So this will be the doc I will be preparing. So tools, tutorials. So the first tool, of course, or will be LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Okay, so here also we will write LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Keep this in middle, just for the sake of beauty, nothing else. So cool. So let's start right away. So LinkedIn Sales Navigator is one of the coolest, it is one of the most advanced tool that is present on the internet. That's why no doubt LinkedIn is selling it as a such higher price. It is very affordable, but it's still, when you compare with other tools like Apollo or even Crunchbase, it is on the higher side. Okay. So right now, if you are in India, they are selling it approximately around $69, and if you are outside India, in US and in other European and Western countries, it is around $119 per month. So that is why we need to keep a lot of things mind to get the best of the tool. Okay, so this is the profile of Preeti. Now Sales Navigator is activated on the profile, and the first thing, so now Sales Navigator window is always outside normal LinkedIn profile. Okay, so whenever you will click on Sales Navigator, the window will appear on another tab because this tool is built. This tool is of LinkedIn, built by LinkedIn, works on LinkedIn profile, but it has a different altogether uh, ecosystem. Okay. So this is how the normal interface of LinkedIn Sales Navigator looks like. So as soon as you will click on this tool, you can see things similar to this. Okay. So first thing that you need to keep in mind, what separate Sales Navigator from other tools is the present of, so maybe I can prepare a checklist, or not a checklist, just I will prepare a present. So I will write it down. It contains a lot of filters, okay, which separate it from other lead generation tools. Now, particularly to LinkedIn, it is one of the best, not the best. It is one of the best tools when you are going to extract leads from LinkedIn. So it is one of the best tools. There are a lot of other tools which we'll be talking down the line. So right now we are going to decode the Sales Navigator. So the first thing that the Sales Navigator uh, will amaze you are the filters, okay, which we talked about. So now there are two kind of filters available. Either There are lead filters, means if you want to get the details or the profile of a particular person. So let's say you're looking for a founder who is this, and this. Uh, or I will take an example. So let's say you are looking for a founder who is in India and who has an experience of this much level, currently this. Okay. So now this lead filter will help you to get that person. Now account filter, this filter we use to get the account of the companies. Okay. So these are two basic filters. Now each and every filter is has their own strength and weaknesses and uniqueness also. So now let's decode lead wala filter. Okay, so you can see there are myriad of filters that will help you to narrow down your customer persona and find the exact same person whom you are looking forward as a lead, as a customer, as a client, or just for connecting. Okay, so but first of all, we will decoding this lead filter. So in lead filter, you will get the company section, you will get the role section, you will get the personal section, you will also get the buyer intent, best path in, recent path, workflow. And that is why I love this tool so much. Okay. You don't have to, as in normal LinkedIn, if you are looking for a person, let's say founder. Okay. So in normal LinkedIn, sorry, in normal LinkedIn, so you will see the filters available. If I click on all filters, so you will see the filters are very less as compared to Sales Navigator. And that is why Sales Navigator becomes like one of the main arrow in your basket. Okay. Or so you need to keep this thing in mind. Now, let's say we are looking forward for a particular person. So we will use this lead section once and then account section once to get the leads. Okay. So let's say I'm looking for looking for a person who is in India. Okay. Even I will further narrow it down. I am looking forward for a founder who is in Bangalore, India in Bangalore. And I'm looking for a founder, particularly in pharmaceutical. Let's say I help the pharmaceutical companies to become more visible through social media and everything. So I will, let's say geography I have selected Bengaluru, then I have industry, I have selected it pharmaceutical marketing. Now I will go after the founder whose company's headcount is at least 11 to 50 and 51 to 200. So the founder whose companies lies between 11 to 200 so that he can spare some money on digital media. Okay. They have a budget, and these companies, when they are growing, they have certain budget for marketing. So I will select these types. Okay. Now you can also select the company headquarter in Bengaluru. That's an issue. Okay. So it will further narrow down my search to 2000. Now I will, now let's say I'm going after the company who is at least a little bit of old. It's a 1 to 2 years, means they are in the growing phase. Now, the best filters on Sales Navigator. Now you can explore around these filters. You can, in LinkedIn, you can search for various groups of founders where they continuously huddles across. So you can also narrow them down. While in normal LinkedIn, you can't the filter similar to this. Okay. So you can search for the groups, you can search for the school and everything. So you can play with around with these filters. The first thing always needs to be keep in mind in LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you have to always use combination of filters. Okay. Now, to use this combination of filters, you must have a basic understanding about the audience, basic understanding about your marketing, messaging, and everything, so you can connect the dots. Okay. So now the best filters that are available in Sales Navigator is, let's say I want to look after the founders who has posted on LinkedIn. So as soon as you will, right now I have got 315 results, further narrowing it down. So I'm going after the people who have posted on LinkedIn. So I will switch on this toggle. So now I have got 23 results, means these 23 are the people who are active on LinkedIn. Now, any filters in the whole world that do or do not do their job around LinkedIn will or never provides. I'm not sure about will, but they never provide these filters that are they actually posted on LinkedIn, because I do not want to go after the people who have just opened a LinkedIn account and they don't even know. Okay. So I will go after switch on the always switch on this toggle, go after the people who are active on LinkedIn. Okay. So go after the people who are active on LinkedIn. Okay. So use the filter. Now, always you can also play with around. Let's say I can also switch on this toggle. So I can go after the people who has changed their jobs. Means they have become the founders. Now, talking from the perspective of the company who have hired these founders, if someone is hiring founders or any top level professionals, it means they are looking for some change. Okay. Now, these founders who has just recently changed their job, they have a chance to prove to themselves. They have to chance to prove themselves and they want to prove themselves. So now you will get a higher chance to pitch to them, to convince them if you have a very robust product, if you have a service that can really help them to achieve the desired outcome that they are looking for. So this is how you can get the best lead out of a LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now the good thing is that you always have to play with the filters. Okay. One thing which I really tell to everyone while taking sessions and everything, that even if you are using any tool, it may be Sales Navigator, it may be Apollo, it may be Crunchbase, it may be any lead generation tools which will be talking further in our journey, always do some research. Okay. So let's say, kind of research. So now let's say I can search key what is the normal headcount growth of a company of normal headcount growth of a pharmaceutical company in India. Okay. So now you can go for this data. This is the thing which I do, that is called as a multi-channel approach. Okay. So now you can use this data to get the best of the LinkedIn. Now I always follow Statista. They have really good data and all the you know bars and charts on how this sector is growing in India. So I go after them, and then let's say Indian pharmaceutical uh, you know agency. So I think this is the Government of India website. Yeah. So you can look after this data ki market size of India pharmaceutical industries expect 65 billion US dollars by 2024 and 30 billion by 2033 and 450 billion by 2047. So now, while you're reaching out to people, okay, let's say you're reaching out to people, you can use this as a point of icebreaker. Okay, you can use them as an icebreaker. See, let's say I'm reaching out to particular guy whose name is Vinod, and he's a founder of pharmaceutical company. Now I can reach to them. Ki, hey Vinod, Indian pharmaceutical, so that you're a founder of this company, pharmaceutical company. Indian pharmaceutical industry is expected to reach 65 billion US dollar, 130 billion US dollar by 2030. Uh, I'm assuming you have a lot of things in mind. I have. Uh, Now, I'm just curious to know, are you looking forward to grow this company at a bit? How much are you looking forward to contribute in this economy? Mine, I have a plan, and where I can show you exactly how you can increase your revenue and be a substantial part. Okay. Now I can use these things. This will always give you an upper hand, and person will realize that you have done your research, and people like this thing. Now, every data that I'm going to learn here, of course, LinkedIn Sales Navigator is not going to provide me this data key, industry and everything, kya rate hai, what is the rate of growing, what is the rate. No. So I have to follow always multi-channel approach. Every tool that you are going to use, always follow multi-channel approach, whether you are of any industry. I can see that, major state for pharmaceuticals. So if I am now, let's say, Gujarat, Maharashtra, this one is Telangana, this is Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi. Okay, so these are the major pharmaceutical markets in India. Now let's say I want to, I will remove this. I want to reach out to the decision makers of the companies. Okay. Now, this is always, so now I like this personally. This is my favorite account wala filter. And why I will tell you why I like this. So let's say annual revenue. I want to go after the pharmaceutical companies that are doing pretty, not even pretty, that are doing quite good. So I will go after the companies who are doing at least 0.5 million. Okay. Or even let's say it will be a lot. So I will go after the companies who are doing between 0.2 to 5 million. Okay. So I have got 16 million results. Now I will go after the companies that are located only in India. See how the further results narrowed down. Now I will go after the companies, of course, in the pharmaceutical. Okay. So I have got around 5,000. Now I will go after the companies, as I told, that has a pretty good market. They are growing, so it means they are increasing their headcount. So I will go after the companies who have 11 to 200 headcounts. Now, see, let's say if company is really, you know, company is really interested in invest your services. Let's say you are a marketing agency or you are a coach who helps in leadership coaching for the training and coaching and everything. So of course you have to play with around these filters. You can, if you're a coach who provide trainings to corporates, especially in pharmaceutical industries, you can further increase the company's head account to 500 to even 1,000. So now I'm taking in terms of services or product. If let's say if I have a SaaS product or services or ERP or any SaaS product. So I will select this. Uh, let's say I will select this department. I will, let's say, marketing. Okay. So now, sorry, department headcount growth. I want to select marketing. And let's say any company who is making between 0.5 to 5 million, let's say what is normal headcount growth in India. Now, this is a thing. I have seen that in these major states, most of the pharmaceutical companies of India are located. So rather than selecting the whole India, I can, go after the industries who are in Karnataka. Okay, I can go after Delhi. I can go after Tamil Nadu. I can go after Telangana. I can go after Maharashtra. I can go after Gujarat. And I can go after Uttar Pradesh. Okay. So these are the major states in India who have the biggest pharmaceutical markets according to this data. Okay. So now you can see I have removed all the all the unnecessary leads who may be in the you know you can say ki not so good economic zones in India. So now these companies which are growing in this particular sector, they receives a lot of funding, they receives a lot of advantages by economy zone and everything. So when you do the research, you are always a step ahead from all the people who may be also approaching the people who are, let's say, in India, who in further places which are not growing at the rate by which these companies are growing. Okay. So now I will, let's say, if these companies are interested to, let's say, take the example, ki sales, I have a SaaS product which helps in the sales of the product, okay, which persuades people to buy, okay, and I'm in the pharmaceutical manufacturing, so I have a website where I do all the things and everything. So let's say this company sales is not growing. mm, uh, this department, the headcount in this sales department is growing at a very minimal rate. Okay, so now or maximum I can add. So maximum I can add a 5%. Okay. So now the maximum headcount growth per year or whenever they feed their data on LinkedIn is just 5%. So I can go after these companies and see. I can reach out to, let's say, this companies who has 26 employees on LinkedIn. I will open this tab for the Sales Navigator will open. And now the best thing about Sales Navigator is also gives you the list of the decision makers. Okay. This is one of the coolest thing that I love about Sales Navigator. So you don't have to huddle across whom to approach. Now, according to your particular services or product, let's say you are a SaaS tool, so you can go after the chief of marketing or VP of sales or head of sales after these people. So director of business development, I can go after this particular person and I can say ki, hey, hi Bamik Blula, uh, I saw about this company. I have a tool where I can help you to saw that, your headcount growth is not more than 5%. Wondering why a company which is yearly making this much revenue is not okay, is not hiring the people. Okay, want to know, want to curious to know, mind if I chat? Or you can also send this message ki, hey Bami Bola, I just saw the profile of AKT Healthcare, and my tool will help you to get my tool can help you to persuade people better, get you better leads by increasing your sales headcount at a very exponential rate. Okay, so now you can reach out to these people, you can approach them, and when you have the data that is for the narrowed down, you will receive a lot of replies. Okay, so if you can see the profile of Preeti, so these are all the meetings that we already had in the past 3 months, March, April, May. In March, April, May, we got about 100 appointments from LinkedIn. And that is all with the magic of this tool called a Sales Navigator. Okay. So this will allow you to get after the leads, go after the right people. These two filters are the 80% of the tasks in Sales Navigator that needs to be done. Now there are further things that Sales Navigator can track down is that leads. Okay. So let's say, let's say who lead filters. Okay. You get to the lead. Okay. So I can, let's say I target this person. Okay. So I'm just taking an example of out of it. So they have the decision makers of 1,000 people. Now let's say I want to, approach this guy. Okay. Now I want to approach this guy, but also needs to take care कि I'm properly tracking it. Okay. So in lead section, you can save these leads. Okay. So let's say, I will click on save. Okay. See, I already have a lot of list in Sales Navigator, but I will create a new list. Key list name is, test. I will type it as test. You can type it as any list, any name that it will help you to remember the type of lead. Okay. So just testing to save this lead in a lesson for this video. Okay. So I will click on create and save. So this lead will, so how I can see where my leads are, how I can track. So now you can see test. Okay. Now the best thing is that you can track all the actions you are doing for this lead. Whenever you are going to send connection request, it will show you connection request sent, accepted, but this guy, I can show you. Okay. So outreach, so we have not reached to these people. So you can see outreach activity, no activity, no activity, no activity. On the similar side, if you do any activities, it will show you ki message sent and message replied and all, not message replied, message sent, connection sent, and all these things. So this is one of the coolest tool. There are further things that are not necessary in aspect of lead generation, but if you are a person who wants to know more about this tool, you can further dig down, explore about it and go after the tools and everything. So these are the things that needs to be keep in mind while you are using Sales Navigator. Always keep the rules in mind, and this tool will give you one of the best leads ever possible. Okay. So see you in the next video. If you have any confusion or doubt, make sure to repeat, make sure to watch this video on repeat. And also you can email me on bharat@exposandgrowth.com. So this is my email, bharat@exposandgrowth.com. You can, I will put it and at the end of this video. And if I will receive any query, I will definitely reply you. So see you soon in the next video.